Hello everybody, welcome to another video. This is the Rwby, this is what if I was Rwby, what if I was in Rwby, part, I don't know, 8.1, 8.2, I don't know, 8.2 I think. Um, yeah, I don't know, I did not do a video. I took an hour long rest, and now I'm doing another video after the recording of the abandoned recording, remastered the original. I did that. Took an hour long rest, and now I'm here. Or 2 hours. I don't really know. But yeah, let's do this. This what if will be specifically focused on not the Rwby story, but focused on the characters and what they will become in the future. So the characters that we are following now is Pira, Neo, Torchwig, and Arthur. Those are the characters that we are with now, and they have been brought to a different universe, as I stated. They have met Arthur's sister, and they have also met Arthur's brothers. There are 6 of them. 6 of them. Yeah, 6 of them. There are 6 of them. I'm just making sure in my head. There are 6 brothers. They are all brothers. 6 of them, all brothers. And I'm gonna cement my words now. Listen to me carefully. They are all brothers. There's only one sister, and that's the one you see. That's the only sister that is in this family. She is the only girl that's in this family. It's she and 6 brothers. That's it. And you're gonna figure out why. And those who know this character, be warned, because I'm going to be using this character. I'm going to be using the look of this character. Let's start. Okay. As I stated that everyone would leave the area that the fight broke out in, which is Arthur's room, and they would adventure near the hallway. Not the hallway, the lounge room. Now, description of the house. The house is big. Think of it like a mansion. As the dining area, there's a big table, a lot of couches, massive flat screen TV. You would mistake it for a cinema if it didn't state a TV. If someone didn't state it was a TV, you would mistake it as a cinema, and a fireplace. A few heaters here and there. At the back of them, there's an upstairs. There's a kitchen somewhere nearby. If you turn left, I'm just remembering the format of how the place is structured. A lot of bathrooms, a lot of toilets, yeah, and a lot of rooms, but only 6 of them were being used. This place also has an underground area. I'm not going to explain the underground area. There's a farm at the backyard. They looked over the farm. They just looked over the greenhouse, the farm, and all the forest as the moment that they were busy talking. Torchwig and Penny were busy talking to Arthur's sister. Yeah, I don't know a name for her. Can't give her a name yet, so I'm just gonna call her Arthur's sister. And the names of the characters are gonna be crap. Trust me, the names are gonna be crap because not. They're not like they are titled to change. They are not a permanent name. I just give them a name so I can call them something and not confuse myself while I do this what if. So for Arthur's sister, I'm just going to call it Arthur's sister. Reasons being, I don't have a name for her. And then I'm going to name every other character by what they are entitled by, as in what they are tagged. So if you hear color names or whatever, then just leave it be. Let's start. As we are in the living room, yeah, the living room, as everyone is sitting down. Some of the brothers, like I don't know, 3 of them are standing up, and the other 3 is just sitting. Arthur's sister, which I'm going to be referring her now as, is sitting because she's sitting as she just put out her cigarette and now she gives a sigh and states, "So, let's begin. Which questions first?" As the first person to ask the question is Arthur. As he states, "You stated you're my sister and these are my brothers. How do you know that I'm your family, per se?" As she gives a slight laugh, as she states, "Well, number one, I may not look nothing alike to you, and we may not be blood related. You were my adopted brother. Long, long time, and I would remember my adopted brother's face no matter what happens. And well, six brothers, I'm guessing? They all have their own story that you will find out soon enough." As, yeah, I didn't prepare the questions, what type of questions would be asked, as I think Arthur would also ask for everyone's names. First one being, character drum roll please for the funny man that is a plant. Introducing Green. Yes, that's one of the names. So if I say Green, description, I'm going to describe Green now. Green is a plant. He looks like this. He has green hairs, goggles, gloves, a hoodie jacket, a hoodie jacket that's white. He has baggy shorts, I guess, khakis, and that's it. That's it. He also, his hair, statement on his hair, there's like a massive flower on the top of his head. A big flower on the top of his head. So, yeah, that's just stating that. There's a big flower on the top of his head. It's just that. Another description. He's not wearing the mask right now, but he has the mask off. As he states, "I'm Green, the entertaining, the best, one of the greatest, the immortal, the greatest, the awesome Green." As when he was about to finish his name, Orange just shoots him in the head. Bam. As he states, "Sorry about that. I'm up next. My name is Orange. My name is Orange. I am not human, as you see," as he morphs his hand into a gun. Into a blade, a plasma blade. As he states, "I am machine. I am a machine, specifically. I am more of the brains of this crew than some of the other people that are standing around here, and I make sure everyone stays in line. The only reason why this team has not collapsed on itself yet is because of I. Nice to meet you all." As description of Orange. Orange looks just the way you see here. He wears glasses, he has blue eyes, he has brown hair. He does not have earphones on. He's wearing a blue scarf. And I would say he's wearing a blue scarf, a black jacket with a hoodie as well. And he's wearing long black pants. Not baggy, just a long black pants. And he's wearing socks as well. As we go to the next one, as Orange is like, "Hey, Yellow, introduce yourself." As Yellow is like just busy on his phone at the moment. He's busy basically texting someone back about something. As what he was mumbling about something about a supply truck getting lost in the something about a supply plane getting lost in the Atlantic blue. As he's like, "Oh yeah, sorry. My name is Yellow. Nice to meet you all." Okay, the character you see here he does not look exactly like this. The face looks exactly. He has yellow eyes, So the purple one is yellow. They're both yellow. Yellow hair. He does not wear glasses. He doesn't have glasses. So it's yellow eyes, yellow hair. Um, he's wearing a white t-shirt at the moment, and he's wearing this thing over, like this thing. He's wearing over, as he also has a hoodie on that thing. As the shirt is a long sleeve shirt, as he also wears a long pants, as he's also on socks as well. As he says, "Hi, I am basically the supplier of this group. I supply them with weapons and all the materials they need to do whatever they want with. I'm also the business person, so if you need to get hooked up with illegal things or legal things, you call me. Drugs, guns, material, iron, metal, I have it all. But don't ask me for slaves. I don't do that. Sorry." As he gets another phone call, he's like, "Damn annoyance. Hold up, be a sec." As he walks away, as while he's walking away, he taps on. I think he taps on Ray. As he says, "Your turn to introduce yourself." Don't scare the guys. Don't scare the children now. As Grade's like, he gives a Bakugo tit, and he's like, "Whatever. My name is Red. Nice to meet you. I'm the maniac of the group, and I'm also the one that disposes of dead bodies. I'm a mass murderer killer, and I killed nearly 10 billion. Thank you." As Orange just starts clapping like, "Well done. Great way to not show that you're not a threat." As Red states, "So what of it, nerd? These children better be scared of me. I'm one of the dangerous members of the team." As I would say, Yellow just starts laughing and looks at him and states, "You're one of the dangerous members of this team. Ha! The only dangerous member of the team is the one that can destroy your ass." As Red is like, "What did you say, you yellow-haired bastard?" As he's like, "You heard what I said, you red not. You heard what I said, you big red ugly nosed bastard." As these guys are just getting pissed now, angry at each other. Description of Red. If you played the game Prototype, you know how he looks already. He's wearing a black type jacket. It's leather. He also has another thing underneath, which is another jacket, which has a hoodie. Actually, no, let's do it like this. He's wearing a sweater, and he's wearing a black type jacket. The jacket has a zip thing where you can take out a wool, like a zip wooled up hoodie, as he zipped it onto the jacket. As he's also wearing jeans and boots. As these guys are angry, as Red's like, "Okay, you two, break it up now. Magic, I think it's your turn." "Oh, is it? Oh, sorry." As Magic was just reading a book at the moment. As he's just reading this book, as he's like, "Oh, sorry. My name's Magic. Well, as my name states, as he makes basically a magical spell. I can use all different types of magic. I am a very powerful and knowledgeable person, and yeah, nothing much to say about me. So I'm gonna be over here now. Description of magic. He has black hair, and the eyes is purple. The eyes is purple. He has purple eyes, purple space color eyes. He wears, if you've seen Sasuke's, if you watch Boruto, you know how Sasuke's over jacket thing looks. He wears something over. He's wearing that with a hoodie as he's reading a book. He's also wearing a jersey that has a bottleneck, a pull up neck, and he's wearing a long pants with socks. As you can tell, he's not a very, he's a sociable person. He just doesn't go out yes, he goes out. Yes, he does go out, but not that often. As we go to the next character. Who's next? Assassin, how about you go next? Sure, I'll go next. I'm Assassin. First of all, I'm a boy, not a girl. People usually mistake me for a boy. People usually mistake me for a girl. Second of all, I'm one of the most deadliest members in the team. Why do I mean by one of the most deadliest members in the team? I can't kick any of their asses, but I give them one hell of a scare. What I mean by one hell of a scare is once you see me, you never see me again. I'm one of them. And my body kill count is less than everyone else's here. But if there's information that's out about us, I'm the one that knows. And also, I'm a hitman, so if you want someone dead, just come to me and I'll kill them for you. Except if they're immortal, then that's not my type of job. If they're a divine being, you go to magic, and if it revolves around computers and hacking, you go to orange. But if you want someone dead, that's my job. Hee hee hee, ha ha ha. Hey, we're missing someone. Uh, as as um as Orange like, I'll go get him. As he walks away for a sec, he comes into a room. All you hear is parts moving as you just see this. He's bringing this robotic person. As he's like, hey, you're awake? Wake up. We have guests. As this thing activates on its own. As it's glitching out at the same time. Meet Puppet. As Orange states Puppet, introduce yourself. As he states, I'm Puppet. I'm a celestial. I'm a celestial. No. As he's like, as Orange is like, dude, you glitching out again? Give me a minute. As he opens him up, as he starts fixing him, as you just hear him like glitching, as he stops, as he blinks twice, blinks thrice, as he's back, as he says, sorry. I'm a spirit that has been trapped into this machine, and I am pretty powerful myself. My body kill count is less than... It's high, but I'm second to last on my body kill count. And I'm one of... Not the weakest, but I am a person that usually doesn't go out and fight that often. But I am a supporter, and yeah, not much to say about me, as he glitches out every time he speaks, as they have introduced themselves as like an interesting sum of characters. 6 of them, all interesting. As Green, like, basically regenerates from his bullet hole that just got shoved in his head. He's like, yeah. It's like, this is a crazy team, trust me. You'll be surprised how good we can work to get, as basically Red grabs Green by the face, is like, yes, how we can work together, as he has like a, basically a, how can I say it? He has one of those angry faces, angry Bakugo faces. Yes, how we can work together. As Green, the reason why it's angry, because Green has something in his hand. That thing being one of Red's things that Green got out of Red's room. As Red says, where did you get that? As Green's like, I don't know, I just found it lying on the floor. Oh, how funny. Because I remember me hiding that somewhere in my room. Green, are you busy looking for stuff like that in my room? As he's squashing Green's head, he's like, no, I would never. Liar. As he fires going, Green just goes through the window. As they just watch how Green falls. As he picks up the packet, closes it, puts it in his pocket. It's like, you know what, I'd rather keep this on me. As we are like someone running through, As instead of going through the double doors that are there, he jumps through the window. He jumps through the window, continues running, and states, "Please, Red, I just want one. One." "No." It's like, "You've been stealing this for over a year now. I'd rather not give you any." As he says, "Oh," as that scenes are continuing on, as Arthur's sister states, "Okay, so now that we're here, let's get down to business. Arthur, you know you lost your memories. We know that you lost your memories as well. We can rectify that somehow. But it won't be a full fix. You will still miss some of your memories, but you'll have most of them. And you'll also, now that you are here, we can also continue what we were planning to do way back when." As she's discussing this, as Arthur says, "No, I'm sorry, but yes, I may not remember you. I may remember you, and I may slightly remember you, and I may not remember my brothers and what I might be doing, but still, I still have things to do." As she smiles and says, she just gives a hush and states, "You always make friends. Everywhere you go, you make friends. New people to protect. Well, I guess we can't help that. I guess we have to help you." As Arthur states, "Wait, what?" "Well, simple. We're gonna help you. Whatever you need to do, we are gonna help you." And that in turns helping these people, as she looks at the four people that are there, which is Neo, Torchwick, Penny and Pira. He states, "Yes, yeah, I know what happened. I saw on my way in. Uh, I'm sad to say, but the place that you were living in, I think someone called it Beacon, it's fallen." As they hear that, as they actually forgot that Beacon fell, like Beacon was destroyed, as they are visibly like shocked about that. She states, "No worry, we'll get you to your friends. Whatever you need to do, we'll assist you in however way we can. But the portal won't open up in a long, long time. And we're gonna have to wait until basically the portal regenerates and I can jump and I can take you all back there." As he's like, "When will the portal be regenerate? When will the portal be ready?" "I have no idea, but don't worry. One day I checked for myself." "You checked for yourself what?" "One day in your universe is more than a week year, so we have all the time in the world. We have all the time in the world. So while the portal is getting prepared, we can have but we can basically get you up to shape as you used to be. Well, to a point of as you used to be." As Arthur's like, "What do you mean, as I used to be?" "We're gonna train you." As you hear Green saying, "Oh yeah, training saga, let's go," as he just broke the fourth wall, yeah. As she says, "Yes, we're going to be training you. That means that means we're going to train you in everything that you used to know. And if we can help them with a few things, or maybe teach them a few new things that would give them an edge in a fight, then we'll teach them as well." As I think I don't know who would say this actually. Uh, let's say Torchwick says this. "So wait, you're gonna train us?" "Yes." "So what does that You're gonna train him, and you're gonna train us. But what are you gonna train us in?" As they look at each other, as Green, Orange, Red, Magic, Puppet, they all look at each other, plus Arthur, as if, as Green states, everything. As I would say, Torture would say, wait, you're seriously gonna train us in everything that you know? Well, yeah, well, we don't know what you guys are capable of, firstly. So we'll have a first tester. We'll have a test first on that. And also, we've seen some of you guys in action, so we're pretty sure you might survive this test. As Pyrrha's like, what do you mean by survive this test? That's far, well, I'd rather stay quiet on that. You'll find out tomorrow, as it's pretty, as Arthur's sister says, yes, it's getting quite late. You should rest. I mean, you just got up, and you should rest. Be- Tomorrow, we'll have your training ready. And I'm saying ready. By the way, we've also prepared your rooms, just in case. As we see, I would say, we see Yellow just walking. He's like, yeah, we prepared it, as he's busy eating grapes. As Green's like, where did you get that grape patch? As he states, I got it from the grape field. As Green looks at him in horror, as he's busy like panting now. As Green's arm turns into a plant, as morphs into a cannon, a plant cannon, as he looks up at Yellow and states, Yellow, you bastard. How could you? How could you betray me like this? As he points the gun at Yellow and states, my babies! As he's just start unloading his cannon as he starts shooting. You know those peas, small peas, but they're a bit bigger. They're like size of a baseball. As he just starts unloading them, and they are going, and they are just penetrating everything. As he's like, "Give back my babies, you bastard!" As he's chasing after Yellow, as Yellow is like, "Oh God, gotta run!" As she's like, this is just an everyday thing. As Arthur is saying, yeah, I kind of guessed that this is going to be an everyday thing. Well, as Arthur's sister says, well, make yourself at home, and I'll show you to your rooms. As we still see them running, as they are upstairs now, as she shows them all to their rooms. No, the rooms are nothing fancy. Actually, the rooms are fancy because I would say they're big. They're big, and Arthur gets shown to his old room. Now, his old room, I can basically tell you what his old room looks like. It's up. First of all, it's like nothing. It's not that big. Actually, it is big. It's a double bunk with two windows. Double bunk with two windows. It has a changing area, and this area also leads to basically weapons. Um, he also has a bunch of weapons like hidden everywhere, but you'll find that eventually as he's looking around. There's also a mirror, two cupboards, one side covered by the bed. Um, Gosh, I'm trying to map out everything. There's like a lot of things here. As he walks into his old room, as he looks around, looks left, looks in his cupboards, old clothes, as he pulls out his drawer. As he sees a scroll, as he picks up the scroll and unwinds it. What are... As his Arthur's sister comes in and states, well, it seems to be you found that now. Was just about to mention all the weapons that you used your past life when when you had your memories still. You sealed all your true weapons inside a scroll, and that is the scroll. I was about to mention it to you. As she's as as Arthur's sister said, I would suggest you don't open it now and get some rest because you're gonna have a long day ahead of you. Trust me. As he's like, okay. As she leaves the room, closes the door. As Arthur lies on his bed, he's like, ah, this feels weird. I feel like this feels like home, but it doesn't also. It's just odd. As he's contemplating on what happened today, as he closes his eyes, next morning, actually no, at night, midnight, we see Arthur wake up in a cold sweat, as he just had another nightmare, the same nightmare about the universe ending. As he says, this nightmare is just getting more frequent now. As he gets up and walks, he's walking to the kitchen. As it's very dark, the entire building is lights out. There's no lights in the hallway. As Arthur is walking, we see Puppet in the hallway, as he hides behind the wall. As he says, what is he doing up at this night, at this time? As Puppet looks a bit different. Instead of gold, he's black. He's black and red, as he has red eyes, as you see Puppet's head turn slightly. As you see, he has sharp teeth and claws. As this red eyes is like basically a flashlight. It's pointing like a flashlight thing. As he's like, what in tarnations? As he makes a noise as Puppet hears it. As he states, who's there? State your business, or else. As he walks, all you hear is machine clanking. Jeet, jeet, jeet. As he's walking, as he basically puts his hand on the wall, as you hear scraping noises. Hello? Who's there? As he turns his head, as Arthur is actually running down the hallway, as he's running quickly while stumbling at the same time, as he's like, holy crap, what did I just see? As he runs, he continues running as this thing is now pursuing him as it's running as well. It's following its sound and its footprints that it's leaving behind. As he's like, I'm gonna find you, as he's just running. As he's like, oh shit, he's getting closer and closer. As it finally spots him, he's like, there you are. As now he's just running after Arthur. As this thing is fast for a machine. It's fast. I mean, if Flash was to compete with this thing, it would have outrun Flash. If it was like beginner Flash, it would have outrun Flash. Actually, no. I'm now like, I'm not. Now I'm lying now. He's just very fast for a machine. As like, I'm gonna, as all you see is a bright light that just blinds Puppet as he's like, ah, as Arthur basically tumbles as Puppet just goes over him. As you see Arthur just says like, what the, as Arthur gets grabbed by the mouth as he closes his mouth, as he gets covered by this black cloak, as he's like, as you hear, shh, Arthur, quiet. As all you see is, I would say, gold eyes. As with gold eyes and red and blackish hair. As it's a girl, obviously. As this girl said, shh, let him pass. As Puppet just walks away, he's like, where have you gone? As he runs the way that he thought Arthur went. As she picks him up, bridal style, as she walks over to a specific room and opens it, closes it behind her, as she puts him down and says, well, you are a lucky person, I would say, Arthur. Well, you always used to be lucky, so nothing new here. As he's like, who are, as she giggles a bit and states, it's me, Sully, your sister. As he states, what is going on with him? He is, don't worry about him. Think of him as a patrol dog. He patrols the mansion every time. and if he spots an enemy, he usually chases them down and kills them. But sometimes, because he didn't see your face and it was so dark, he, well, I would say he will chase you, obviously, and he would kill you immediately as he gets his hands on you. And I didn't, obviously, you don't want to die now to one of your brothers, and he would have hated that. He would have hated himself for killing you. This is just a defense mechanism to protect us. No one usually wakes up at midnight, but you. And if you wake up at midnight, you used to easily avoid Puppet. As he said, yeah, I hope I used to. Well, yeah. As as Arthur's sister says, well, you're gonna have a problem now. You won't be able to go to your room anymore. Why? Because you hear that? As there's multiple noises, as in signifying there's multiple of these things patrolling. As it says, looks like Orange Defense Force has kicked in. Because somebody has triggered the main line of a defense, the second main line of defense is now patrolling this area. You won't be able to go home. You won't be able to go back to your room. Neither get anything to drink. Sorry. As he's like, huh, are you guys always this protective? As you say, it's quite much. You'll be surprised on how many people want us dead. As he says, I figure, I mean, uh, you guys have a big body count, as what I'm hearing from my brothers. Well, yeah, I have a bigger body count than all of them, and you still have and you still have the biggest body count than all of them combined. Wait, what? It's true. You have the biggest body count in all of them but combined, and you were one of the strongest members that was in the group, or in this family, though, and you could still be, depending on what you know and how we train you. You were also the leader. Ironic now that your own brothers are training you. As he's asking, I would say, a bunch of questions. One of the questions being, as he asks, why do they look so similar? What do they mean? What do you mean? They look so similar to me. Oddly, they look like not my brother, but to be my twin. Closely to be my twins. As she says, oh yeah, I didn't tell you. Technically, they are you. What? Don't think of them as clones. Think of them as, well, I guess think of them as clones, but think of them as clones with a different personality. Clones that act different. Clones that have a unique sense of good, bad, and oddly enough, and oddly enough, happiness, I guess. They act differently than you, and they fight differently than you. They are what you could have been in the future, but you have chosen a path that only you know can lead anywhere. No one will know. That's the difference. So they're me. Yes, and they can also fuse with you. Wait, what? As he says, they all can fuse with you. Think of it as this way. Mm, the way you used to explain it, as in, it's a separation of power. They were a separation of power. Basically, your power gained its own. Basically, so much you had so much energy that it gained its own mind, soul, and body. As when it gained this, it created its own person that had a similar energy to you. Being they are you, their aura are all the same, their life force is all the same. But the difference is, if you die, they die. So, yes, you are the reason why they are staying alive. And you will stay the reason why they are staying alive until they gain their own soul, per se. Yes, they can use Orva, but they don't have their own natural soul. They'll use your soul. So, okay, kind of makes sense. Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of complicated things to it. But enough talk for now. Let's go sleep. Right, as he is sleeping next to his sister, as he gets knocked out quite fast. As the next morning, he gets waken up very, very early. As the way he got woken up was quite odd. As we see Arthur sleeping, as the way he got woken up was a bucket hitting his head. Bang! Ow! Damn! Ah! What is going? As he sees Arthur's sister, obviously, busy holding off Green that has a metal bucket in his hand, that has two metal buckets in his hand with a bunch of water, with a bunch of ice cold water. She's busy holding them off and threatening that she'll cut each one of their limbs off if they dare. As Phil wakes up, it's like, what is going on? As she turns around and says, Arthur, did they wake you up? I'm so sorry. As basically she turns around, it's like, you're dead. As Green's like, oh god, I gotta run. As he tries to run, as soon as he left the door, as soon as he went through the door, he just split into a million pieces. Bam. Ba 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 ba. They all drop to the floor. As was walking past, as Red sees this, as he just walks over the stuff, basically making sure that he tramps on each and every one of the pieces. As he's smiling, he likes, poor Green. You're always getting beaten up by her, aren't you? As Green basically grows a mouth, a head, and an arm, but they're not attached to a body. As Green's mouth says, "I will one day defeat her, and I will one day show my true power. Just wait, just wait." As he's basically doing this empowering speech, as he grows in the time, he just grows limbs, a body, legs, arms, head, eyes, nose. Yeah, he's just growing all of this stuff, while he's giving this speech. As he's like, sorry, but yeah, it's time to wake up. She helps him up. As you should get dressed. We'll meet outside, in the forest. As he's like, okay, as he heads back to his room and gets dressed. Now, in the forest that is at the back of oh gosh, I'm trying. In the forest that is actually in the front of the mansion, deep in the forest. As he says, okay, so what's the test gonna be? Well, it's simple. Survival, as Green states. It's simple. Survival. As Green gives a smile, as he states, okay, survival. What are we surviving against? Well, you're looking at them. As Arthur's like, as Pyrrha's like, so we have to survive against all of you while you do? Well, you are the prey, we're the hunters. We hunt you. You just need to run away from us. That's all you need to do. Actually, and not get captured. If you get captured, you lose. You are able to fight. You are able to fight back, but it's not advised. But I wouldn't advise it until you are actually in a pickle. I would just advise you run. Yeah, just run. As Green states, yeah, you're better off running from us than fighting us head on. As as Arthur's sister states, well, the main target is Arthur, but you are side targets. it's optional. We will go for you, but our main target's Arthur mostly. Our main target is Arthur. Now, here's the catch. You guys, if you come across one another, you are able to attack one another. Wait, what? As long as it says wait, what? So that means we are able to, yes, fight one another. If you fight one another, you gain points. These points will determine if you also gain points for how long you survive, but these points are determined on one thing: how long you will survive and how good you are at combat. If you engage with combat on what if you fight with us, if you engage combat with one of us, you will gain points for the longest time you last against one of us. If you defeat one of us, you gain a lot of points. But we highly doubt that you will be able to defeat any one of us. And also, secondly, if you defeat one of the people that are you were able to attack, you also gain points. Simple enough? Yeah, I guess. So, I shall be spectating. I shall be basically the one spectating and telling if the match is going well or not. You will be surviving against the six of your brothers. So, you ready? Okay. 10-minute, 1 minute head start. Go. As Arthur, Torchwig, Neo all look at each other like, what? As she repeats herself, you heard what I said. You guys have a 1 minute. You have a 1 minute head start. Go. As as she says this, as she adds this, I suggest you do it. Because the 1 minute starts now. As Arthur, in like instinct, just ran. You just ran. As they all split up from each other, so they're all running. As Arthur is just running away. As Arthur thinking, no, this doesn't make sense. So we are able to attack one another. But why? Why would you put that there? Why would you say we are able to attack one another? What are you trying to prevent? Or what is this? Is there something more to this test? I don't know. I can't think right now. I just gotta get far away. As he uses his skateboard and just flies in the air. As Arthur is in the sky right now. The 1 minute period ends as she shoots something. As it explodes, it's a firework. As Green is like, let the hunt begin. As all of them just disappear. They're just like, as Arthur saw that, and he's like, oh god, they're fast. As he gets out of, as immediately while Arthur was in the air, something tries to shoot him down. Bam! As it just nicks his hair, as he's like, what the? As he gets down to basically back to the trees, he nearly got taken out of the sky like a bird. As she's like, you lucky one. As we see Assassin there with a sniper rifle, stating, you're lucky. I would have taken your head off there. But hey, doing this is fun. Now, Assassin's location. Assassin moved very fast. And technically, they didn't disappear also. Now, Assassin is still moving, but a location is near a mountain. They were starting off pretty close to a mountain, so near a mountain. As she states, okay, moving to the top of my location. As she states this on her ear, as they all like, got it. As now we cut to Penny. As Penny is not in the sky but on the ground because it's a better chance of survival. Reasons being, if she's in the sky, what she saw, Arthur nearly got shot down. So that means there's a sniper. So her chances of survival is better on the ground than in the skies. It's what she thinks it is. as Penny doesn't know she's being pursued, as all you hear is like something moving very quickly. Da 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 da. And it's also very heavy, as it's like da 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 da, as you can hear the ground shaking a bit, as Penny's like, what is this? As she looks behind her, as she sees some type of whoop just come flying. It's like a big like whoop, vine hand whoop, as it was trying to hit her, as she dodges as it hits the tree, grabbing it and pulling it, ripping the tree out of its roots and then pulling it towards pulling it towards Penny, as Penny just had to jump over. As we see Red, as Red's like, you're a pretty observant girl, I have to say, as he crushes this tree like it was nothing in his hand, as he absorbs it, as he states, now then, let's see how observant you are in a fight, as he morphs his hand into a blade, as he morphs his free hand into a shield and states, bring it on. And she's like, what in the world? Okay, cutting from Penny, we go all the way to Pyrrha, as Pyrrha is also running. Pyrrha is close to where the shot Arthur nearly got shot down from. As Pyrrha is in the trees, as she basically morphs her spear into a gun and starts looking around, seeing if she can spot someone. As she does not see anyone. Well, that's what she can't see. As she sees no one, but what she doesn't see is there is someone in the distance, she just can't see her. As this person pulls back a bow and lets it go. As now she doesn't see the shot coming, but she sees a light as she moves towards the light. As she's like, what is that? As it splits off, now it's coming to her. Uh, as Pyrrha's like, oh god. As she jumps off the branch, as the tree gets annihilated. As Pyrrha's like, if I was standing there, I would have been dead. As another basically attack happens, and this time it's a more normal arrow. As more shots are fired with this bow, as she has to dodge as left, dodge left, right, up. Yeah. As when she jumped up, she had nowhere to jump. Basically, she was still in the air until she got hit by another arrow on the shoulder as she lands. As she's like, ah, damn, it hurts. As she pulls this thing out, it's like, what is this? As her vision starts fading, poison. As her aura starts healing the wound quickly, but the poison doesn't want to heal. It's healing quick. Actually, the poison is going away. As we see Pyrrha run. As she's running away from where the targets came from, the attacks came from, as she enters an open area, as she says, ah, this poison. As we see this person walk out with pink hair and states, well, 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 aren't you a durable person? Damn, that aura thing is quite also useful. If I had it, I wouldn't be easily poisoned now, would I? As, yes, this person has both a bow, a sniper rifle, and multiple weapons. The rifle is up against the tree, so is the bow, but she has two swords out. She has a sword, actually she has a shield and a spear out, and she's also wearing armor, and she said, so, you're Pyrrha, right? So, let's see how good you are with that spear and shield now, shall we? As she gets into a Spartan stance, as she says, it's you? Come on, honey, you can't just sit there all day, or else I'm gonna take off your head, as this person, like, moves the spear that she has in her hand to cleave Pyrrha's head off, as we cut away from Pyrrha as to I would say, I don't know who now, Neo. Yeah, Neo. We move now to Neo, as Neo is basically inside. Neo's in the forest as she's using her illusions to camouflage him, but it proves to be ineffective as she got nearly blasted out as multiple attacks comes flying. As she looks behind her and sees this person, plant person, this actually, she sees this plant turn into a person. As it looks like Green. As Green states, yo yo, you think you could get away with it? You think you could get away from me and trick me with those illusions that easily? Sorry girl, but you're facing a plant king. As basically now the plants and trees start moving states. As Green states, you better run, or else I'm gonna rip you to shreds. As the roots and like leaves turn into blades as the roots basically the leaves turn into blades as they get flung at her as she's now dodging as Green is now pursuing her while shooting firing at her. Next target, Torchwig. Torchwig is having, well, not so good of a time. Torchwig is fighting magic. As Torchwig was in the water, as Torchwig found a lake, as he was just busy taking a drink until the lake just pulled him in. It's just pulling him in. And he's like, what is this water? As he's like trying to get out of the water until somewhere deeper in the water it makes a water dragon. As it gets sent to Torchwick, as he's like, as, yeah, cutting away from that. Now we see cut to Arthur. Arthur lands back on the ground as he's panting heavily. That was close. I nearly got shot in the head. Damn, I gotta be more careful. As he's still trying to like decode what the actual meaning on why did they put themselves against each other and what's up with the point system. As we see Arthur basically stand in the forest in the middle of nowhere as two people walk up behind him. So, seems like I'm the lucky cat that gets you. Well, you and me both, as it's two of them. Okay, as it's two of them. Because there's six, yes, it's two of them. As it's Orange, and I would say it's Puppet. As he looks behind him and be like, you two. Oh, I must be some unlucky person to get you two. Yeah, we might be the lucky ones. As Puppet's like, whatever. So, how are you gonna do this? You gonna face us, you gonna run? As he says, I'll take my luck with facing you off. As he states, that's a very bad move. You know nothing about us. Well, I might be able to learn while I'm busy. As Orange states, you might. Good luck though, as Orange like basically gets in a running stance, as Puppet gets in a fighting stance, as he states, good luck. Because you're gonna need it. As yeah, as the fight begins between Orange and Magic. As they ran towards Arthur, as Arthur ran towards them and jumped and was about to attack, until it states the to be continued sign. Yes, I'm leaving you off on a cliffhanger there because I have taken this far enough. Next episode shall be like going over the fights and everything, and I might be going over more of the lore and story about Arthur. But yeah, that's it for now, guys. Until next time, bye. Until next time, bye.